Hi Cancer, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. If you are new, I'm so glad to have you, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. All right, Cancer, we are going to do an overall energy. Today we're just going to do an intuitive reading, so whatever comes out is going to come out. I've picked a couple different decks, a couple different oracle decks, and we just are going to go into this with no expectations, hoping that the most important messages that you need to hear come out. Now, this is not going to resonate with everybody, and if it doesn't, feel free to check out your sun, moon, or rising. I always say to watch your rising and moon, as they are always more accurate. But if this is your sun sign, then you're obviously able to welcome to watch this as well. So, for those of you that are new, I'm so glad to have you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed, feel free to turn off and on your notification, as a lot of you guys are not getting your notifications. So I guess turning it off and on is what they're saying will fix that. All right, so let's get an overall energy for Cancer. Everything you need to know for personal readings will be in the description box below if you want to take a deeper look at what's going on in your life. If you would like daily messages, I have my Instagram and my TikTok in the description box below as well. And last but not least, if you would like to win a free personal reading from me, you can either hit subscribe or you can look in the description box below and you will be able to see the contest rules for winning a free reading, and the winner will be chosen at the end of each month. I feel calm, collected, warm, right? This is about being warm. This is about being happy. This is about relaxing. You know, this isn't a time to be putting out too much work, too much effort. And some of you guys, you're feeling like, I'm ready to work, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to do that. But actually, it's almost like you are in retrograde, where you are supposed to be taking a step back. And rather than planning things, you're supposed to be attracting things. So it's almost like if you do something right now, you have the wrong recipe. But if you were to just sit back, you're going to get the answer. You're going to get the recipe. It's almost like when you kind of do something and then you find out later on that there was an easier way to do it, or you find out later on that, oh, instead of doing it like this, I actually should have done it like this, or this will be so much better, or, you know, I have planned to start this business, but you know what? This idea sounds a lot better. So retrograde is all about, you know, taking a step back and things not really going the right way because you don't have the initial clue, the initial answer, the initial recipe to get to where it is that you're going. Sometimes this is like you think that you're wanting a certain path, but then you end up on a different path, and having that time to sit back is where you're going to be revealing that path to yourself. So I'm almost hearing whatever you're expecting of your life, you can just scratch that and throw it down the toilet, because your life is going to be so much different and in the most amazing way. Cancer, you're meant to help people and you're meant to heal people. So you are meant for a deeper purpose. And maybe you have a business idea that doesn't involve helping or healing people, but that doesn't mean throw out the business idea. That just means maybe you need to add something to that business that can help, that can heal people, right? $1 of my every single purchase, 10 cents of every single purchase is going to go to this cause to help this, you know, this charity, whatever the case may be. It could be something as simple as that. It could be something even bigger, but I definitely feel there's this energy where, you know, maybe you're going to donate whatever your product or your service is to people who are not able to afford it. You're going to do that once a month or once a week, whatever the case may be. But there has to be a deeper purpose to all the things that you want to do for you to make the most out of it, right? For you to get the most out of it financially. Whatever you give is what you're going to get when it comes to, it's like that's how the energy is just going to work for you. Pearls. So pearls, I'm giving everybody, oh yeah, so if you are unaware, I did launch my crystal boutique. I have a couple of the crystals here, and every single reading, if there is a crystal that comes towards me, I do let the sign know where you may have that crystal in your house already, it's time to pull it out, or you may want to get that crystal. So the crystal that I'm getting for you guys is definitely selenite and snowy, what is it? Selenite and, snowy quartz. those are going to be the crystals for you guys, right? Because I think this is all about chillaxing. It's all about relaxing. It's all about allowing the energy to come to you, allowing the answers to come to you. And you're not going to search the answers online. This is the time where you're not going to get the answers from, you know, like a tarot reader. More so, if you do get any answers from a tarot reader or from a reader or from any outside source, it's going to be an answer that's going to lead you to the answer that you seek, right? It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little tidbit of what you actually need to know. So, because the answers are going to be coming from you around this time. Everything is going to be coming from you. It's this whole self-made energy that I'm sensing. Okay. So yeah, the link for all the crystals will be in the description box below. Let's see. I'm only selling to Canada and the US for now, but I am working on getting worldwide shipping. So just be patient with me, and eventually it will be available to everybody. All right, you guys. I woke up and I chose you guys. I woke up and I knew that Cancer was the sign to do. I'm not sure that that's ever happened, to be completely honest. I don't think that that has ever happened for your sign. So this is definitely, yeah, look at this, the High Priestess, intuition, messages that you are going to be receiving here. But again, with this Queen of Swords, this could be saying that the messages aren't coming through, right? You need to clear out your energy, your energetic field. You're thinking too much. You're too much in the past or too much in the future. For some of you, you're too much in the past and the future, and you're not even thinking about present, right? What if something happens? You don't know that the future is guaranteed. So focus on the present. Focus on making yourself happy in the meantime, rather than, you know, in the future, when 100%, a lot of us, you know, I do feel like every 5 years we go through massive changes. So whatever you want now, God only knows by time, you know, you spend all this time focusing on it. I feel like if you're always in the future, you're always kind of behind, because you're always focusing on something that's not yet there. And in that sense, you know, by time it is time, maybe you won't have that same opportunity. Maybe it just won't be as appealing to you as it once was, right? So you're needing to be more present. And it's like, maybe you're focusing on something that's going to bring you money or success or happiness in the future, but it's like, you need to work on what's going to bring you money, success, and happiness right now. But rather than money, honestly, I actually feel like it's about your inner, like, look at your day-to-day life. How are you living your day-to-day life? Is there something that you could do to make yourself feel better on a day-to-day basis? Is there something that you could do to lift you up a little bit more? Is there, you know, are you eating healthy? Are you making sure that are you cooking your own food? Do you know what's going into your body, right? Like, really paying attention. And I'm also hearing the strict energy, like becoming very strict, right? Being that mother, that overly protective mother. Some of you guys, you live with your mother. Some of you guys, you have an overprotective mother. Some of you guys, you've wanted to not become your mother, and maybe now you are becoming your mother. There's something about the energy between you and a mother. Maybe you need to spend some more time bonding with your mother, or there's something that you have been wanting to say to your mother for a very long time and you've never had the courage to. Now is the time to open up. It's about breaking down those walls. It's about being vulnerable for you guys right now. It's really about being vulnerable. So maybe you have two business ideas, and one of them is something that you've always wanted to do, but you're just like, you're not ready. So you're dipping your toes into something else. Do the one, instead of dipping your toes, do the one that you're not ready for. Do the one that you feel like you're not ready for, because you are ready. Do that thing that is going to put you out there, that is going to, because I'm hearing by putting yourself out there, you are going to help other people. By sharing your story, you're going to help other people that have experienced similar stories. And I'm hearing these are treacherous stories. These are stories that you don't even, some of you, this is things that maybe this is what you need to tell your mother, right? Maybe this is what you need to tell a friend, right? Whatever the case is, maybe this is something that only one person in your life knows about, or only you know about, and you don't even like to think about it. Whatever the case is, there's something that you've kind of been burying deep within yourself, and you didn't go through. Like, you know how they say everything happens for a reason? Well, if something that horrible happened, of course you're gonna say that did not happen for a reason. But you know what? The reason was, because obviously there was no amazing reason in that moment. But now the reason is for you to share that message, for you to share that message with other people. Because even though, actually, you know what? Even though it's gonna feel like it's gonna take everything, and like it's gonna, like, you know, I'm almost hearing like kill you to be able to like speak up and actually tell people that, it's going to free you, because it has control over you. If you're not able to say something, it's because that means it has control over you. So you need to speak your truth, because your truth is going to Like some of you guys, you don't even realize that you're going to have podcasts, you're going to write a book one day through the experiences, the hardships that you've gone through. Some of you, these are hardships and experiences with your mother. Others of you, I do feel like it has to do with femininity and being a woman for some of you guys. Others of you, maybe this is that you are wanting to have, wanting to change. You're wanting to go through some sort of change, and you're just worried about what the outside world is going to think, but you know within you that something is not right, that something needs to change, whether it's your body, your day-to-day life. There's something that you need to change, and it's like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There's never going to be a perfect moment, right? And I think you guys know that. I think you guys are very aware of that. Let's see. This is, I'm using a couple new decks, so I'm going to be reading off the books. Obviously, once I read the basic message, I don't want to say basic message. Once I read the message that is written, I will obviously get intuitive messages as well, but I am still working with these decks, but something told me today, like, you need these decks, so let's see. Let's get an animal spirit for Cancer, please. Let's get an animal spirit for Cancer. Some of you need to put your hair in braids, or if you've had your hair in braids for a while, it's time to take your hair out of braids here. Some of you have such beautiful hair, like you could have an opportunity to hair model. Oddly enough, I'm even hearing hand model. Some of you have no idea how beautiful you are. Cancer is such a beautiful feminine sign. Like every Cancer friend I have, gorgeous. And it's the natural beauty for Cancers. It's that natural essence. Like they don't need to wear makeup. They don't need to wear makeup because they look just as beautiful with makeup as they do without. And that person that even has a caked on face and you can just tell that they're just naturally beautiful regardless of the makeup that they're wearing. That's that Cancerian energy. And for the males that are watching, you're just naturally attractive. You naturally attract. The thing is, Cancer men, you attract broken women. You attract broken women, and you cannot be a fixer-upper. Same with Cancer women. You cannot fix somebody. You always see the best in people. You always want to fix people. You always want to make people the better versions of themselves. But you know what? The one that you're actually going to marry, the one that you're actually going to be with, is going to be somebody who comes to you already fixed. It's going to be somebody that comes to you already fixed. But it is part of your path to help a lot of people along your way. So, you know what I mean? These relationships are going to happen either way, but the one that's actually going to be for you is they're not going to be broken. You're not going to have to fix them. You're not going to have to mend them. No. They're going to help you because you've been helping so many people. And I'm hearing by saying that, some of you already know who you're meant to be with. Maybe you were making a decision between two people. Maybe it's somebody from the past that came to your mind. You have the oyster. Wow. The oyster. Oh my God, I can't say. Okay. Some of you need to work on loving your body, loving yourself, looking at yourself naked in the mirror and just loving the way that you look, right? If you're the type of person that does it in the dark, it's time to start doing it with the lights on. It's time to get to that point where you feel comfortable just being completely naked in the light and just loving yourself. You need to focus on self-love. Some of you, this is seriously with this oyster card, it is about self-pleasure. It's about pleasuring yourself. It's about loving yourself. It's about teaching yourself what you love, especially if you find like within your intimate relationships that you're not really enjoying it, or you're just not having the best experiences, and it's very rare if you have a great one. That's because, like, especially if you're not confident or comfortable in your own skin, that's the first step, because once you do that, you're not worried about how you look or this or that. You're just enjoying it. You're just able to fully let loose. So you got to work on that. And for others of you, if you feel like that with another person, it's going to be hard for you to focus on what you like and to try new things. So you gotta do it on your own. You gotta take that time to yourself to really realize and try new things for yourself and see, like, oh, do I like this? Do I like that? And for some of you, there's something out there that's going to be like that thing for you. Like, it's going to be like, whoa, like it's going to be a complete game changer and within your intimate life. And it's something that you would never think about. Like, it's something that if somebody said it to you, you would probably make a face. So this is saying you need to be open. You need to try new things when it comes to your intimate life, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus. I feel like that is, your intimate life is getting a little bit boring, a little bit more routine. Cancer and Taurus together can be quite routine depending on where your other placements are, especially maybe even like another Cancer maybe even like a Pisces too. It could be quite routine. Get yourself a Scorpio, get yourself a Sagittarius, get yourself Aries, a Leo, right? Like that'll spice things up. Yeah. Okay, let's see. And those of you that are always used to doing things like and being intimate in the comfort of your home, it's time to do something outdoors is what I'm sensing, or in the water, right? Shower, bath, whatever the case is. But if you're always in the bedroom, switch that up. Cut that out. Switch that up. Yeah. Oyster. Okay, which is beautiful because I was wondering, like, is Cancer going to get a water card? Is Cancer going to get a water card? And you did. Sure enough, you got the oyster. So let's see. What is this telling you? The oyster. Patience, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. Okay, but you know what? Instead of inner treasures, yes, that is, oh my gosh, okay, this is great. Inner treasures, what did I just say? It's not a treasure because okay, how do I say this? It is a treasure, but you don't realize it's a treasure. It's something that you're keeping hidden. It's something that you're keeping as a secret because maybe you're ashamed, maybe you're embarrassed, maybe, I don't know, but there's something that you're keeping inside and you're not realizing that it's a treasure. You're not realizing that that's what's, like, you feel so locked up by this that you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to tell anybody about it, but by releasing that, that's where you are going to realize that it is a treasure. You're going to realize that the answer, the key was with you all along. It wasn't what you thought was, making you, stuck and stagnant. It was actually that what you thought was making you stuck and stagnant was the thing that was going to free you, the thing that was going to hand you the key to your life, your soul's purpose, your true journey. Wow, so it's about coming, the swords are all about truth and they're all about clarity and they're all about somebody that's very direct, very cutthroat, very, you know what I mean? Also, like, sometimes Cancers don't really like confrontation and they like to just keep the peace. With that Queen of Swords, this is that energy of Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, right? Truth tellers. People say that they're like unemotional. It's not they're unemotional. Sometimes I just think it's that they just say what it is. Like, they just don't care. They just say it because why not? Why not just say it? So I feel like there's this energy where you need to embrace your truth. You need to embrace your truth. And some of you guys, are some people in your life that you need to cut out. It's like toxic friendships that I'm getting as well. You don't have the people around, that certain people around you don't have the best interest. And it's almost like you're hanging out with the wrong, that you're hanging out with the wrong people more than the right people. And to be honest, the right people might only be like maybe 2 or 3 people in your life, right? But there's so many other people in your life that are the wrong people and you end up spending time with them, entertaining them. And you know what? I think you're so intuitive. You know why you're doing this. It's self-sabotage. It's like you can't hide from those people, those 2 people or those 3 people or that one person that you're meant to spend more time with, that person that makes you feel evolved, that person that pushes you to do more, right? That's the type of person that you need to be around. Maybe this is somebody who's spiritual, and maybe the other people in your life are very, they're very about money and the physical and all of that stuff. Well, that's not a bad thing, but you need a balance. Whatever the case is, it's like I definitely feel like you are like sabotaging yourself by hanging out with the wrong people, right? You are only going to be as successful as the people around you, but it's not just as simple as that. Think about how are they getting that success? Is that the way that you want to get success? Because I do feel like you guys do care where your success comes from. If it's genuine, if it's not, if it's something that you're passionate about doing, or if it's not, right? Okay, holy 18. Where is the rest of the cards? Okay, this is just not okay. I was planning on doing 15-minute readings and I'm only 1 card in. Okay, so patience, secret keeper, hidden treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they can achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is the oyster types take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal, wow, some of you guys, when I said book, maybe it's something that you've literally already planned, you've been working on for so long, and it may even have been complete for a while now, and you're just afraid. You're afraid to put it out there. Everything you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. The second you do that, the second, again, you're released. It's about releasing. The key is already around you. You already know what you need to do. And if not, something through this reading is going to give you that answer. Some of you guys, you do need to read this, or you do need to listen to this twice. I also feel like Desert Rose, I have smaller ones and bigger ones. I do feel like you need the bigger one, because this is the crystal for you. Like, when it comes to being able to be comfortable, when it comes to having that willpower, having that determination to just become this Queen of Swords, right? You need to become this Queen of Swords, but all of those overthinkings and those thoughts and how this person's going to react and how that person's going to react, it's like it needs to. What if you were the only one in the world? What would you do? What would you do? How would you live your life if it was just you and there was nobody else, right? Because some of you care too much about what other people think and you need to stop. And others of you, it's that you're so intuitive and empathic that you know if you walk away from certain people, it's going to hurt them. And you can feel how it's going to hurt them before you even do it, and you don't want to hurt them. But what if not hurting someone is hurting you? Let me say that again. What if not hurting someone is hurting you? Okay. So, they become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it that you've been hesitating to share? The world is waiting to see. So, when in balance, it says feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, and clamming up, which is exactly what your card came out in the reverse. So this is about you being reluctant, you gripping onto the norm, gripping onto what you've always known when it's time for you to go into a completely new direction. And you either have the people or you have the tools to get you to that new life. You just have to be okay with letting go of your old life. If you want a new complete version of yourself, you gotta let go of the old one. And if you're hanging on, you're only gonna get like breadcrumbs into that new life. And then to bring this into balance, share something. Done. I'm done. That's it. Literally, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Share. What is it? Share it. Share it in the comments to start then. If you feel like you can't share it to the world, put it in the comments. Write in the comments. What is this thing? What is this thing that you want to do, that you have done, that you're hiding from people, that you know is keeping you stagnant, that you are ashamed of? What is it? Free yourself, right? Free yourself. Some of you definitely need like a reading, and it's because like there's so many things that you can't tell. Like I always say, like there's a difference between if you open up to a friend and if you open up to somebody professional. Like this doesn't have to be a tarot reader. This could also be like a therapist, because a therapist is somebody that you pay, which means first of all, there's gonna be a difference, right? If you open up to a friend or a family member, they think they know what's best for you, which they may have good intentions, but that may not be what is always best for you. You need somebody who is detached from your life, right? Somebody who doesn't like love you, I guess you could say, to be able to really see all aspects of the things that are going on and to really just be able to dive in and tell you the truth, right? Sometimes friends don't tell us the truth because they think that they're, especially, right, if you're a water sign or if you're very intuitive, it's like you will tend to say certain things because you don't want to hurt somebody, right? But in the end of the day, that's hurting them because they could have changed. They could have done something differently. So I definitely feel like you need to have somebody that you can just open up to. And, you know, it doesn't have to be somebody that you have to pay for. There are like multiple different like hotlines, free hotlines that you can go on. And maybe you just need to grab one of those hotlines and just say your truth. Just freaking, I'm hearing yell. You need to yell. You need to break something. You need to cry. You need to scream like you're holding something in and you need to let it go. You need to let it out. Because you're not yourself. And maybe you haven't been yourself since this happened. Yeah, I'm getting very emotional, you guys. Sorry if I was like yelling. I just feel like it's like you just need to be shaken, right? It just needs to be shaken out of you. But I also feel like it's not, you know, like you watching this, you would be like, it's not as easy said. It's easier said than done. Of course it is. Of course it is. But this is something that's keeping you stagnant, and you need to not be stagnant. So you need to figure out what you need to do to be able to get over this. But you know those places where you go and you break plates, or it's like a room full of old furniture and you just get to smash it with bats. It's like some of you need to go there, you need to drive somewhere and maybe just yell into your pillow, but maybe you need to drive far off somewhere and just freaking yell. Some of you, it's like exercising, right? Like I used to have so much anger in me, like it was crazy when I was younger. And when I started getting into weight training, oh my gosh, it was like I became the most zen person ever because I had an outlet. I had an outlet for things. Some of you guys, you just think you have to take, you're a Cancer, right? You're the mom, which means the mom usually pretends that life is great for the children, for those around her. If you don't have children, it's your friends, it's your family, whatever the case is, you want to be that one that's going to piece everything together. But how can you do that if you're not pieced together? Okay? And if you don't have anybody in your life that you can be honest and open with about what's going on with your life, then you need to really take a look at those people and be like, do I really want these people in my life? Right? Because not everybody's like that, but me personally, if I can't tell you everything, I don't want you in my life. I don't like having acquaintances. I like having people that I can open up with and be honest to, and I don't want to have to filter myself around certain people. So some of you guys, you need to look and ask yourselves, well, why do I feel like I can't tell this to that person in my life? And for some of you, it seems like it's all about friends, but for some of you, this is actually just about your love interest. So take it how it resonates, right? But that is what I have for you. If you guys want a reading, it will be in the description box below. And honestly, I'm going to give you guys a special discount because I just feel like you need that reading. So I'm going to give you guys $10 off. And I will put it for 30 days for Cancer signs. And let me just write it down right now before I forget. I'll do that after this. $10 off for Cancer readings. Yeah, because some of you guys, you just need to talk. You just need to get things off your chest, right? I would definitely say like do a live where you can get, feedback. You can talk back and forth. But again, it doesn't have to be something that you pay for it. You could absolutely just go and, get like your local hotline and just release. But Cancer, and you know what was weird? I completely forgot. I just went into how are we 26 minutes and we pulled like 3 cards, Cancer. But I was going to say light sage the whole time throughout your whole reading, but I completely forgot because sage is like the worst stain. I completely forgot because I don't know, I got started. But I just want to light some of this. So the reading's pretty much done for anybody who wants to leave. I just think that you guys need some of this nice energy within you. Sage, get some sage. And just clear out the energy, you guys. Like, I already feel like I can have a deep breath just from this. Like, oh, nice. Some of you guys, you just need to sit in front of a mirror and just tell yourself the story or go over that horrible, heartbreaking thing and just cry, right? Like you need a good freaking cry. Maybe if you are that person that, you have kids or you have people in your house, it's like go in the bathroom and just have a shower and fucking blast music and, oh, I swear. Go in the shower, blast music and just cry. I don't know, I just feel like having a moment of peace with you guys. Some of you guys just need some peace. And those people that you don't always have to talk with, you can just enjoy their silence, you can just enjoy their presence. Those are the best people. You have so much light within you, and I can't wait until you release this, you speak your truth, and you stop throwing things down your throat, pushing things down your throat, and instead you yell them out to the world, because you have a whole nother version. You may think you're amazing now, but you have no idea who you can who you will become. Just some of you guys, I do see 40 and I do see 60. But some of you guys, it can happen within a year. It really depends on you. How much work are you willing to put into you? All All right, Cancers. One more minute. I'll just let this go to the end of it. If you've never had a vacation on your own, you need to do that. It's like a resort. All right, I love you guys. If you would like a personal reading, the link will be in the description box below. I'm gonna do the code Cancer. It will be your zodiac sign for the $10 off your reading. And everything you need for crystals, the Crystal Boutique link will be in the description box. Take a moment to follow me on the Crystal Instagram. That would be very greatly appreciated. If you want to win a free reading, you can subscribe